black and white, and we're all ready to start this 1955 Cup final with Manchester City kicking off. There's Milburn, now Little, Paul, Casey to Milburn, number 8 for Newcastle. There's Revie with him. Notice how deep Revie is. Up to White, White to Milburn, and a corner kick. Corner to Newcastle. Going to be taken by White. Milburn. It's there! .45 seconds play, Newcastle United in the lead, 1-0 and Ward Jackie Milburn has done it again. A header from White's corner. Throw in for Manchester City, taken by Spurdle. Scoular, and a corner kick. Well, let's see whether Manchester City can do it with a right wing corner. Going to be taken by Spurdle. That a trip on Hannah gives a free kick to Newcastle, taken by Stokoe. Spurdle, Stokoe for Newcastle. Now Mitchell. Mitchell, number 11. Scoular, number 4. And a throw in to Newcastle. Scoular, Keeble, Scoular. Little. Out to Barnes. Throw to Manchester City. Barnes there. The right half, a replica of Joe Mercer. Bandy legs. Meadows. Hannah, very dainty ball player, to Casey, from Barnes from Manchester City, to Johnstone. Little, Johnstone, Paul, Barnes, number 4, Hannah, Casey to Keeble. And this could be dangerous. Mitchell's there. Mitchell. And a goal kick. Goal kick to Manchester City. Trautmann, the first German ever to play in a cup final. Milburn. Now Little to Revie, number 9. By Batty, notice Batty, you can always tell Batty he's got a plaster around his left wrist. Hands by Casey. Free kick to Manchester City. Barnes to Spurdle, who is offside. Mr. Husband immediately raised his flag, so it's offside. There's Jackie Milburn, the man who scored the sensational goal after 45 seconds. 5 minutes gone now. Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0. Hannah Stokoe, Bobby Johnstone with him. Just remember, the two Manchester City inside forwards keep well up as centre forwards. There's Revie. Meadows. Throw in to Newcastle. Casey, Hannah, Batty, Keeble, Hannah, Milburn, Scoular, Ewing. Now away goes Fagan, and Fagan, blatantly obstructed, gives a free kick to Manchester City. Not so much obstruction, that was an out-and-out foul. He was pushed right off the ball as he was bursting through, and it's Paul going to take the free kick. Fagan, Revie, and that was Hayes who missed it. Probably Hayes was put off by the fact that Revie let the ball go, and Hayes had to shoot in a hurry. Goal kick to Newcastle. Keeble to Hannah, number 10, to Mitchell, number 11. And Meadows up to Spurdle. Simpson played for Great Britain in the 1948 Olympics when he was an amateur. Mitchell. Keeble calling for it. There's Keeble. Up to Revie. Now Hannah to Milburn. But it's Revie. Manchester City deep-lying centre forward up to Hayes. Up to Casey. Casey to Scoular. Meadows to Barnes. Cowell out to White. Little for Manchester City, and it's a throw-in to Manchester. Number 6, Paul, the skipper, Welsh international, a great driving force, a great skipper. Revie to Barnes. Batty to Mitchell for Newcastle. Batty. It's a bad one to Bobby Johnstone. Johnstone through to Hayes. Barnes, Spurdle. Johnstone offside. This Newcastle United's 10th final, which is a record for the Football Association Cup. Casey, number 6. Scoular. White. Trautmann out to Spurdle. Spurdle to Johnstone. Johnstone to Hayes. Stokoe with him. And somebody is hurt. That's a nasty cut eye, which is going to reduce, I think, Manchester City to 10 men. No, Spurdle still playing on, despite an eye which is bleeding. Well, that's not a nice way to start a Wembley Cup final, especially when you're a last-minute choice. Barnes to Spurdle. Revie has moved up, he's there on the right. Spurdle tripped by Casey, free kick to Manchester City, who with 10 minutes, the first half gone, are trailing by 1-0. Scored after 45 seconds by Jackie Milburn. Now Meadows, and out by Scoular to White. Throw in to Newcastle. Scoular. Milburn. Scoular. Ewing. Stokoe up to Scoular. Casey. Milburn. Hannah. Scoular. White. Hannah. White. Barnes there for Manchester City, and it's a throw in to Manchester City. Paul. Barnes. Before to Revie. Well, that's the Manchester plan, with Revie lying deep, pushing the balls through the middle for either Hayes or Johnstone. Keeble back to Scoular. To Mitchell. And corner kick. Mitchell probably held that ball just a fraction of a second too long. Mr. Leaf there looking very natty in his cherry red outfit, looking almost like the Hungarian footballers. Mitchell, and that was thanks to Mr. Little off the line. Back to Scoular. Paul out to Fagan. Cowell, who's been in, this is his third cup final. He was here in 1951 and 52. Scoular to Mitchell. Throw out to Revie. Johnstone to Hayes. Hayes to Spurdle, but it's a throw in to Newcastle. Newcastle worrying Manchester City by this quick switching of the game from one wing to the other, especially Scoular out to Mitchell. Casey to Hannah. Hannah, number 10. That's a present from one Irishman to another, to Fagan. Goal kick to Newcastle. Well, the Newcastle supporters behind Simpson's goal making an awful noise, and I noticed the Manchester people over on the far side being strangely quiet as yet. Now Hayes to Revie. Certainly City not clicked into anything like their normal form. Casey from Newcastle to Hannah. And as the Bladen races sing out, it's Meadows coming away from Manchester City. Now Hannah to Mitchell. To Milburn. Hannah. Meadows for Manchester. Scoular. Batty. Now Paul. See whether he can infuse the usual class into this Manchester team. Fagan up to Johnstone. Stokoe out to White, and it's Newcastle. Now Johnstone again for Manchester City. Spurdle is offside. offside. Mr. Husband, the linesman on this side, in beautiful position once again. Up went his flag immediately. Free kick to Newcastle. Stokoe. Mitchell. Trautmann to Little. Little to Revie. And Hayes has run offside. It's come back. Casey. Now Little out to Fagan. Spurdle. Casey out to Mitchell. Mitchell to Hannah. Ball there for Manchester. Little Hannah, you can't shake him off the ball. His long legs of Milburn out to White. Milburn. Well, certainly so far the critics have been confounded. It's Newcastle showing the football, but here's Revie for Manchester. Up to Johnstone. Cowell. Scoular. There's that crossfield ball again to Mitchell, number 11. Back to Scoular. And a goal kick to Manchester City. 16 minutes gone. Newcastle United 1, Manchester City 0. Scoular. Keeble, number 9. Back to White. And Paul. Well, that was almost the greatest headed goal I've ever seen at Wembley. But unfortunately, it was Roy Paul heading towards his own goal. Corner kick to Newcastle. White. Mitchell. And a trip by Hannah on Trautmann. A little bit of over-eagerness there. Free kick to Manchester City. Stokoe. Mitchell, number 11. Hannah. And Meadows is hurt. Meadows is badly hurt by the corner flag, rolling in agony. So let's hope that Jimmy Meadows, an English international who's going on the tour with the England team, will soon be all right again. But it's a corner to Newcastle. He's a great goalkeeper, this man Trautmann. Out to Paul. Paul to Fagan. Fagan to Revie. He turns up everywhere, this man. To Barnes. Revie. Little. Fagan to Johnstone. Johnstone to Revie. To Johnstone. But of course, Manchester City are one man short, and that's where that man should have been, because Spurdle has dropped back now to wing half. Barnes there, dropped back to fullback. To Spurdle, number 7. To Johnston. Out to Fagan. It's a corner. 20 minutes gone. Manchester City 1 goal down to Newcastle, but fighting back now. Jimmy Meadows, I notice, is on his feet, but hobbling painfully. He's even sat down again. Fagan with the corner for Manchester City. Scoular to Keeble. Keeble to White. To Keeble. Jackie Milburn streaking down the middle. And there's White with Paul. Out to Little. Casey to Hannah. Spurdle. Milburn to Mitchell. These two terrible twins of this Newcastle team. And a goal kick. There's poor old Jimmy Meadows. He looks in a very bad way, walking like that. I have a feeling that he's going to the dressing room, and that's the last we're going to see of Jimmy Meadows. To Revie. Revie to Paul. To Revie. To Fagan. But Cowell there for Newcastle. It's a throw-in to Manchester City. And Jimmy Meadows getting a sympathetic cheer from the Manchester fans as he's taken to the dressing room. Throw-in to Manchester. Paul to Revie to Little. Stokoe. Stokoe to Milburn. Milburn to White, but Little there for Manchester. Now to Mitchell. Throw in to Newcastle. Mitchell to Casey. Number 6 to Hannah, number 10. Scoular, number 4. To Mitchell. And again it's Little there for Manchester. Now Hannah to White. Well, obviously all sorts of little gremlins bobbing up out of the turf in that Manchester City goal mouth. Goal kick to Manchester City. Throw in to Manchester City, who after 25 minutes are a goal down to Newcastle United and also a man short now. Manchester City's throw. Johnston to Revie. Johnstone to Barnes, a lovely piece of football. To Revie. And it's a good job that Simpson didn't cut his fingernails this morning. Out to White. White to Scoular. To Hannah. To Mitchell. Throw to Newcastle. No, Mr. Leaf says it's to Manchester. And elbowing by Hannah on Revie, free kick to Manchester City. Now Milburn, number 8 for Newcastle. Keeble, and Keeble tripped by Paul. Free kick to Newcastle. There's Keeble on the left. Scoular going to take this one. Wee Bobby Johnstone. Now White. White up to Keeble. A great chance. He's onside. A lot of people thought he was offside, but Spurdle was putting him about 2 or 3 yards onside. Spurdle right on the other side of the field. Goal kick to Manchester City. Batty. Mitchell to Keeble. Barnes to Revie, number 9. To Hayes. And Hayes again was well onside. Bobby Johnston's in the middle for him. Well, that sort of an attack shows you how fast this Manchester City side can turn defence into attack with this brilliant football that they can play. Fagan holding Cowell off the ball, gives away a free kick to Newcastle. Scoular up to Hannah. And Ewing there for Manchester City. Now Revie. Revie to Barnes. To Fagan. Goal kick to Newcastle. Stokoe to Hannah, number 10. It's Keeble. Keeble to Mitchell. White is offside. Little. Spurdle to Barnes. Scoular for Newcastle. Mitchell. Scoular. Milburn. Those long legs of his again out to White. Hannah. And up goes the linesman's flag. A trip by Paul on Hannah gives a free kick to Newcastle. Paul going right into the tackle, taking the opponent's leg. Scoular to take it. Half an hour gone. 30 minutes gone. Newcastle 1, Manchester 0. Milburn again. Up to Hayes. Unknown at the beginning of this season. Barnes with the throw-in. Casey. Hayes to Spurdle. Now it's still in play. And offside against Johnstone. Bobby Johnstone pointing at Stokoe, but of course Stokoe overtook Johnstone. When the ball was last played, Johnstone was definitely a yard offside. Keeble to Hannah. Revie to Fagan to Johnstone. Everybody oohed, but that was an excellent pass by Cowell. It's the only thing he could have done. He kept possession for his own side, which is the main thing in this game of football. Now Barnes. Johnstone. Spurdle. Well, they're the hopeful Manchester supporters telling everybody that if the goalposts had been 8 feet 1 inch high, it would have been 1-1 now. Mitchell, number 11. Milburn. Mitchell. Casey to Scoular. Ewing to Spurdle. Now Mitchell, number 11. But Ken Barnes for Manchester City. Barnes to Johnstone. Batty to Milburn. Milburn into Mitchell. Now Paul for Manchester City to Revie. To Fagan. Throw in to Newcastle. Casey. Johnstone to Revie. Batty. Paul to Barnes, number 4, and it's Manchester City on the attack. Joe Hayes, he's got 15 goals this season. All he's going to get this time is a throw in. Going to be taken by Johnston, who played for Scotland here on April the 2nd. Hayes, Johnston. Barnes. Ten minutes before half-time, Newcastle United still leading Manchester City by that goal they scored after 45 seconds. A header by Jackie Milburn from Len White's corner. Milburn's 21st goal of the season, by the way. Revie. Hayes, Revie, Barnes. To Mitchell, who is offside. Paul with the free kick for Manchester. Notice that they just don't kick the ball anywhere. Always keep possession of it with a short pass to a colleague. But now it's Newcastle. Milburn out to White. Well, that man Trautmann is as great a goalkeeper as Stanley Matthews is an outside right. Now Barnes for City. Johnston. Barnes, Johnstone, Hayes, Johnstone, Fagan, Revie. Well, the City players just overdoing it there in the penalty area. Now down goes the linesman's flag because Keeble was in his own half then. Can't be offside in your own half. Now Barnes out to Johnstone. Now Mitchell for Newcastle. To Hannah. And the throw in to Newcastle. Trautmann getting another great cheer from the Manchester City fans who love him so much, and so deservedly. Now Milburn to Casey. Keeble! Well, no wonder Manchester City say he's worth 6 or 7 men to them. Now Hayes for Manchester City. There's Fagan racing down the middle. Fagan, number 11. Casey to Revie. Little to Ewing. Well, they're not going to pull back their 1 goal deficit with that sort of a pass. Sandwiching by Ewing and Paul on Keeble. Gives a free kick to Newcastle. Scoular to Mitchell. Great Trautmann out to Fagan. Revie to Johnstone. But Hayes had run offside. Johnstone just held that ball a little too long. They did their usual scissor movement, and Hayes darted forward, but Johnstone didn't release the ball. When he did, of course, Hayes was a good 3 or 4 yards offside. Johnstone. Casey, number 6 for Newcastle, to Scoular. To White. Scoular. Away comes Spurdle. Crossfield ball to Fagan. Johnstone, Fagan. Goal kick. It's been most remarkable so far in this half. We've had 40 minutes of it, and every time either side has tried any crossfield passing, the opposing defence has got itself into an awful lot of trouble. Which, of course, shows the value of such a pass. Milburn. White. Milburn. White. Hannah. Is Revie, the Manchester City centre forward. Scoular, right half, playing almost the left back position. Johnstone, number 10. Scoular to White. Hannah, number 10. White. Little to Paul. To Revie, number 9. To Johnstone. And there's Joe Hayes. Manchester City appealing that Batty was obstructing Hayes, making no effort to play the ball, but Mr. Leaf won't have any of it. Johnstone. He's going to, it must be a goal. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a more remarkable save. Hayes to Johnstone, and pushed off the ball by Stokoe, a free kick to Manchester City. Well, that shot of Johnston's, to me, Simpson was on the ground before he shot. He dived, more in hope than anger, as they say, and His luck was in. It was a Scot against the Scot, and the ball hit him, so Manchester City didn't get that equaliser. Well, they're 3 more minutes before half-time, still down 1-0. Barnes, there's Revie, and a corner kick. And the City fans on the far side of the field, there they are. Once looking a little downhearted, but now got all their spirits back. And it's Revie taking the corner kick. He takes everything, this man. Barnes. And a little flick from Fagan could have come off. That Simpson was saying to himself, well, although we're playing against 10 men, it's not over yet. Cowell. There's the crossfield pass again. But Mitchell to Batty. Casey. Scoular. White. Scoular. And a goal kick. Spurdle. Little Hannah, number 10, to Scoular. Mitchell. And it was Spurdle who came across to save the day for Manchester. Corner kick to Newcastle. And something like 60 seconds or so on our watch to go before half-time. Mitchell taking it. The Newcastle supporters over to our right suddenly screamed it's there before the ball was halfway across, and how nearly right they were. Now this is Keeble, who probably got a bang on his leg. Well, he seems all right. Johnstone, Fagan, Ewing to Revie, to Barnes. There's little Joe Hayes. Revie, Johnstone, Fagan, Stokoe out to Paul. Back to Johnstone. Johnstone to Hayes. Johnstone. It's there! Well, seconds before half-time, it's 1 each. The depleted Manchester City side have equalised, and it's Bobby Johnstone who did the scoring. Stokoe to Hayes. Hayes through to Johnstone. And Stokoe there for Newcastle. Number 5, he's playing a great game. There's the Don. Quietly flows the Don, as they say in Manchester. Up to Fagan. Mitchell. Throw to Manchester, Barnes, and it's all over for the first half. Manchester City 1, Newcastle United 1. So it's Newcastle United to kick off, and it's 1-1. Paul, number 6, to Spurdle, who's playing fullback now for Manchester City, with Meadows being off. Now Revie. Mitchell to Hannah. Big debuting for Manchester City. Revie. Barnes. Batty to Mitchell. A trip by Revie gives a free kick to Newcastle. Taken by Casey. Mitchell. Now it's Barnes for Manchester City. Up to Fagan. Throw in to Manchester off the head of Scoular. To Paul. Johnstone. Hannah, number 10, to Mitchell. Hannah. Casey. To Hannah, number 10. And a goal kick. Well, I don't know what you thought, but I thought Manchester City were clicking into something like their real form towards the end of the first half, so we can probably look forward to a really exciting second period of 45 minutes. Joe Hayes to Fagan, number 11. Throw in to Newcastle. Paul to Barnes. Stokoe to Batty. Batty to Mitchell. Throw in to Newcastle. Keeble. Well, Trautmann's the sort of goalkeeper that any self-respecting forward would take an insurance against. Hayes, number 8. Scoular. And as Trautmann gets ready to take the goal kick, a rather sad sight of Jimmy Meadows sitting down on the trainer's bench now, having limped round the track very painfully out of this great final. Paul. Now Milburn. Throw in to Newcastle. Now the throw to Newcastle. Scoular. Now Mitchell. Five minutes of the second half gone. 1-1, Manchester City and Newcastle United. Ewing. Paul up to Johnstone. Stokoe to Scoular. Stokoe played a great game at centre half for Newcastle. Casey. Hayes. Up to Keeble. Keeble to Hannah. White. Milburn. The corner kick. Corner to Newcastle. Going to be taken by Milburn, who began his career as an outside right, became an international centre forward and now an inside right. Up to Revie. Johnstone. To Hayes. Hannah. Hannah to Scoular. White, number 7. Mitchell. Stab. And there is Mitchell, the scorer of Newcastle United's second goal. 2-1 after 53 minutes. And a goal kick to Newcastle. Elbowing in the back by Little on Keeble, free kick to Newcastle. Stokoe to take it. Hannah, number 10. That dreadful man Mitchell. I say, of course, dreadful if you're not a Newcastle supporter. Now Revie, number 9. Johnstone to Revie. Now Little. Up to Casey, number 6. Hannah. Paul, number 6, Manchester City. Hayes elbowing Stokoe off the ball, free kick to Newcastle. Stokoe out to Hannah. Hannah again. Goes Milburn. Scoular coming in like a tank. And there we see, sitting next to Les McDowall, right in the middle of the picture, Jimmy Meadows. That's him wiping his hair. The poor man who has strained a ligament after 17 minutes and is out of this game altogether. Now Milburn. Back comes Revie. Revie to Barnes. Spurdle to Ewing. Barnes. That sort of a ball into the penalty area isn't much good, with Manchester City a forward line of midgets now. Ewing to Barnes, number 4. Scoular to Mitchell. Mitchell up to Hannah. And up goes the linesman's flag, but Mr. Leaf waves it away. Fagan used to play for Hull City. Batty to Milburn. Keeble, number 9. Ewing. Almost a close shot off the Newcastle half-back line there. Now White. Ball number 6 for Manchester City to Revie. Barnes. Now Casey. But it's Revie, number 9 for Manchester City. Scoular to Hannah, number 10. White, number 7. Scoular. Mitchell. Hannah. There's Hannah, number 10, the scorer, making it 3-1 for Newcastle after 57 minutes. And Newcastle now on their way to their 6th cup victory. They won in 1910, 1924, 32, 51 and 51. 51 and 52. 3-1 they lead. Now White, number 7, to Milburn. Scoular to Keeble, number 9, to Milburn. That crossfield ball again to Mitchell. White, number 7. Hannah. Casey, number 6. The throw-in to Manchester City. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 1. Milburn, Mitchell and Hannah for Newcastle, and Johnstone for Manchester City. Johnstone. Hayes. Throw in to Manchester City, who I'm afraid at the moment have just got a two-man forward line. It's Johnstone, one of them, the other is Hayes. Milburn to Hannah. Mitchell to Hannah. Obviously, the Hannah must be offside. And of course, if he'd stepped over the byline and gone off the field of play, Mitchell could have raced forward and taken that ball himself, and it would have been all right. Johnstone to Revie, Revie to Fagan. Revie to Fagan. It up by Batty to Scoular. Ewing. I think Revie may decide to play a lot more up the field now that his side is 3-1 down. Ball number 6 to Johnstone. Throw to Manchester City. Mitchell. Throw to Manchester City. Barnes. Johnstone. Lovely bit of football. Hayes. And a corner kick. And it's Johnstone going to take the corner, and the Manchester City fans still have confidence. They're cheering like anything behind this goal. Ewing to little number 3. To Barnes. To Paul, who's not the sort of player to be worried about a 3-1 deficit. Fagan, number 11. Giant Stokoe again. Casey to Mitchell to Hannah, number 10. Mitchell, number 11. To Hannah, to Mitchell. Spurdle, number 7 there for Manchester City. Johnstone. A throw in to Newcastle. Casey to Hannah. Mitchell, Hannah. Lovely football from that left wing. Paul, Revie, throw to Manchester. 20 minutes of the second half gone. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 1. And it's Revie for Manchester City. Fagan. Again it's Stokoe. No wonder he can keep players like Brennan, Patterson out of the Newcastle side. Little to Fagan. Paul, Revie. White to Keeble. Scoular to White. Scoular, number 4. Paul, number 6 for Manchester City. Revie, number 9. The trouble is, Stokoe just doesn't miss him. Paul to Johnstone. And offside, Hayes offside. Jimmy Scoular probably already feels now that he's got at least one hand on the cup. Ewing to Little. Paul, Ewing. Cowell. Cowell to Casey. Milburn. Paul to Revie. Barnes. Casey out to Mitchell. Mitchell, Hannah. Made a great left wing, these two. Revie. Barnes, number 4. And Paul had the ball in between his legs, and I think he's hurt. Free kick for Newcastle United. Scoular. Paul obviously quite fit again. Fagan. Now Milburn. Mitchell, and this time he's offside. Newcastle United certainly deserve full credit for the way they've exploited this crossfield pass. They've done it most accurately and most effectively. Milburn. Barnes to Fagan, number 11. Scoular to Stokoe. That's a little Hannah. Casey. There's a crossfield pass again, this time to White. To Milburn. Hannah. Milburn. Hannah, Milburn, Mitchell, Casey, White, out to Revie. And a goal kick to Newcastle. "20 minutes left to play. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 1. A great feat if Newcastle win the cup the 3rd time in 5 years. Stokoe, Scoular to Milburn. Throw in to Manchester City. Little to Revie. Barnes to Revie. Number 9. Away goes Hayes, darting down the middle, but it's out to Johnstone, and Batty is there. Spurdle to Johnstone. And Hannah. That, I think, shows the horrors of being in two minds. Paul. Back to Little. Barnes. Revie. And now Milburn. Milburn to White. Well, even with one hand. Now up to Barnes, up to Hayes, who is offside. Mitchell. Casey. Keeble. Casey, Scoular. Newcastle doing rather just what they like at the moment. Mitchell, Milburn is there. Notice how Trautmann very quickly came out of his goal to narrow Milburn's ankle. Goal kick to Manchester City. Little to Paul, to Revie. Hannah. Hannah again. Mitchell. Well, people said that Newcastle got to Wembley by luck, but the football they've shown here this afternoon, well, it doesn't justify any title of lucky winners. Mitchell. Spurdle. Paul. Johnstone. And out of play. True, Manchester City have only got 10 men. They've only had 10 men since the 17th minute, but Newcastle United have played some lovely stuff. And here's Casey. Especially Hannah there, Hannah and Mitchell. Casey. Hannah. Scoular, number 4. White, and up goes the flag for offside. Paul, Little, throw to Manchester City. Paul to Johnstone, number 10. Casey. Now Paul. Hayes. Hayes again. Barnes. Johnston to Little. The Manchester side completely fallen to pieces now. Now Spurdle, or rather Hayes. Milburn. White. Milburn. There's that tremendous long legs of Milburn. True, he didn't get the ball that time, but it's always been a favourite trick of his to go down on one knee, jut out that long leg of his and scoop the ball back. Just under a quarter of an hour left. Manchester City losing by 3-1. Out to Fagan. They're on the attack. Let's see if they can rub one of them off. Into Revie. To Fagan. But Stokoe there, and I believe the Newcastle people prefer Stokoe to Stokoe. Scoular. Hannah. Milburn is standing offside, now he's put onside. There he is. Hannah, number 10. Ewing to Little. White to Casey. Scoular. Hannah, number 10. Mitchell bobbing up outside right. And no doubt the Manchester people hope that's the last time he bobs up at outside right. White to Scoular. Hannah to Milburn. There's that leg again. One feels now that the remaining 10 minutes are purely a formality, with Newcastle coasting home to an easy 3-1 win. Little to Fagan. And Milburn. Well, it was the long leg of Little this time. To Fagan. Barnes, number 4. Fagan, number 11. Johnstone, number 10. And a goal kick. Somebody's just reminded me that Mr. Stan Seymour, the Newcastle United chairman, forecast that his side would win by 3-1. Well, he's only got 10 minutes left, and then he'll get a 100% correct forecast. Mr. Seymour, by the way, played for Newcastle United in the 1924 Cup final and scored one of the goals. Hayes to Barnes. Mitchell. Throw in to Manchester City. Now, I've just noticed that all the photographers have decided that it's all over. Newcastle United have won the cup for the 6th time because they're congregating in front of the Royal Box. A little Hannah. Casey. Milburn. White. Keeble. Well, obviously now the Manchester City defence a little leg weary, not knowing quite what sort of a game to play. Stokoe, and the blatant races are beginning to come from the terraces behind the goal to our right. Paul, Revie, Fagan, Hayes, but Stokoe there again. Revie, throw for Manchester to Hayes. Revie. Paul. Fagan, out of play. Into touch. Throw to Newcastle. Scoular. Scoular to Keeble. Milburn. Milburn was offside. I didn't hear the whistle blow. I was beginning to wonder what Trautmann was thinking of. Revie. Up to Casey, number 6. Mitchell, number 11. Scoular. Hannah. Scoular. Casey. White. Up to Scoular. Now Revie. Hayes. Revie. Mitchell. Scoular. White, number 7. And up goes the flag for offside. The offside decision was against Milburn. Paul. Johnstone, number 10. Revie. Fagan. Hayes. Fagan. Revie. Fagan. Hayes. White out to Mitchell. Well, most certainly Manchester City should have had a second goal there. They had enough chances, all in one basket. And that might have put fresh life into these last 5 minutes, the remaining time we have left. Because Newcastle leading 3-1. Keeble. Spurdle. Up to Johnstone. And Johnstone elbowed off the ball by Casey. Free kick to Manchester City. Johnstone waiting for his colleagues to get up into the goal mouth. They're not getting up there very, very quickly. Revie. Hannah, now Johnstone. Barnes, Johnstone, and somebody's lying hurt there. It's a corner. I have an idea it might be Batty. Mr. Leith, the referee there, of course, stops his watch while the injured player is being attended to, and there is no loss of playing time. Well, he's all right again, so it's the corner taken by Fagan. And Ewing, the centre half-back of Manchester City, up there, trying to head the second goal. Now up to Keeble. Ewing, you see, is back in position. Johanna. Now Barnes. Fagan. Throw in for Newcastle United. You've just got to hold on about another 3 minutes and they've won the cup for the 6th time and thereby equalled the record of Aston Villa and Blackburn Rovers. Casey. Up to Keeble. Spurdle, number 7, up to Fagan. Scoular up to Mitchell. And I don't know why the Newcastle United supporters have deserted the Blaydon races, because they're singing "Now is the Hour" as Hannah to Milburn. Keeble. Well, I think both of them are hurt in that. I think Little got Keeble on the head with his knee. By my watch, but of course I haven't allowed for any timeout. There's only a minute left, and the Newcastle United supporters cheering their heads off. Bobby Mitchell looking at them and waving to them as he waits to take the corner kick. Revie. Hayes. Revie. Batty to Casey. To White. Hannah. And that crossfield ball again to Mitchell. And a goal kick. Scoular, Mitchell, and an indirect free kick inside the penalty area for obstruction. Spurdle obstructed, Mitchell wouldn't let him get to the ball, so although it's an offence, it's not a penalty. The goal can't be scored direct from it. Out to Fagan. Stokoe once again. Out comes Mr. Leith's watch. Throw in to Manchester City, and the watch doesn't go back in his pocket, so it's time any second. There it is, Newcastle United have won. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 1. There's Jimmy Scoular being congratulated by little number 3 and by Roy Paul, the losing captain. So Newcastle United have equalled the record of Blackburn Rovers and Aston Villa, who have both won the FA Challenge Cup 6 times. There's Ken Barnes, number 4, Keeble, number 9, Jackie Milburn and Simpson and Keeble congratulating Bert Trautmann, who played such a magnificent game for Manchester City, and Stokoe, who himself played such a magnificent one for Newcastle. Hannah, Jackie Milburn, wore Jackie, and Scoular leads his men up to the royal box to receive the trophy from Her Majesty the Queen. And Jimmy Scoular, Her Majesty. There's the Stanley Rouse beside her. There it is, Newcastle. I think all the trouble's been about since last September. Batty. There's Bobby Mitchell. Jackie Milburn, George Hannah, who played such a great game, and finally Simpson. Now Roy Paul, Dave Ewing, the Ken Barnes, the defeated Manchester City team, receiving their medals from Her Majesty, with the Duke of Edinburgh standing there next to her. And what a tragic figure of Jimmy Meadows. Well, I don't think there's ever been a more tragic sight at Wembley to see Jimmy Meadows getting his medal like that. And now Bert Trautmann, who probably certainly doesn't deserve a loser's medal anyway, the way he played. Red sleeve, Mr. Husband, the linesman, with his colleague, Mr. Buscombe of Cornwall.